Now, some people, though, with the Mandela Effect, they think that maybe it's a parallel timeline, something like that, or an alternative universe, something like that, where the lines are crossed between one world and another world that meets in the middle. So people do have different memories of it, but it depends. Depends. Hang on a minute.
That's all right. One more time in the Gunners Club. Here we are.
Hey, g'day, guys.
How the hell do you see out of them?
I keep touching all the glass.
Now I can see you.
Now we
Hang
can
on.
see you.
Is that a Mandela Effect?
Ooh. It
Am
could
I
be.
Alan or am I Clark Kent?
Right now you're Alan.
Right.
Ken.
Put the glasses back on, though. Might be Ken.
Hang on. I think she's,
I'll be your
Find
Ken
a
doll.
phone booth.
Is that the same as go get a room?
No,
Oh, okay.
not
Sorry.
at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought you two were having a moment. No, that's all.
Quick, put him back on.
Come on now.
Right.
What's our topic?
Mandela Effect.
As in Nelson Mandela.
As in Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
Righto.
Yes. So this is a phenomenon that came about when Nelson Mandela died, because people believed that he already died when he was in prison. They called it the Mandela Effect, where people's thoughts and memories, they would make a collective picture of bits of information that they remember and put it together to make a whole memory. And sometimes what we remember and what actually happens, so they say, are two different things. So they call this the Mandela Effect, where what you remember is different to what they say happened.
So is this to do with propaganda? If they say some shit often enough, you'll believe it. And so you'll take it as it being a fact.
Like religion. Anyway, go on.
Funny you should say that. A whole new topic.
A whole new topic. That's right. No, this is not so much about propaganda. It is about what you remember something to be that you can then go back and research and find out that it's different.
So hang on.
To
So
what
back
you think.
then, when he supposedly died in prison,
Yep.
are you saying that people just in the public heard about it and then believed it, or did they all just start thinking automatically, hang on, did they feel that he died? Or did they watch TV and somebody...
I don't know how they would individually come to that conclusion. The whole idea of a Mandela Effect is that it's a collective, a large group of people that come to that conclusion.
Memory.
But whether they come to that conclusion from information they have seen or heard or what they just thought, I don't know. But I have got a whole lot of examples of Mandela Effects that we would all know to give you an idea as to what they're like.
Okay.
Now, some people, though, with the Mandela Effect, they think that maybe it's a parallel timeline, something like that, or an alternative universe, something like that, where the lines are crossed between one world and another world that meets in the middle. So people do have different memories of it, but it depends. Depends. Hang on a minute.
That's all right. No, that almost looks like...
Yeah, I can't bend back anymore.
No, that Lost in Space.
Oh,
Dr. Smith. Remember that?
Dr. Smith.
Dr. Smith.
It's supposed to be Matrix. You know how they bend?
Oh,
But I'm not
okay.
that flexible, so...
You'll have to work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stretch
His mugs are shrinking here.
So it could be that two people have travelled in different timelines and they've crossed paths and now they're in the same world, and one of them is as one remembers, but the other one is not.
Righto. So what are the examples?
Okay, Star Wars. What's the quote from Star Wars that we all know?
Luke, I am your father.
Oh, yes, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be surprised if I said that that's not what he said?
Huh?
He did not. So, Mandela Effect in this situation is that he actually says, no, I am your father.
He doesn't say the word Luke.
No. He
For all you
says,
Star
"No,
Wars nerds out there,
I am your father.
what does he say? I
Is
thought he
this
said
true?
Luke. I thought he said Luke. But is it all our brains just hearing? What?
That's what we remember.
But
Along the same lines, that just occurred to me. Monopoly, the original Monopoly.
Yes.
The Monopoly man.
one with the top hat.
Yeah, it's the one.
Yep.
Yeah. You know the one with the monocle?
Or did he have a monocle?
Monocle.
He actually never had a monocle. And yet everybody remembers that the Monopoly man had a monocle. Did you know that?
Apparently, there was a character
I envision
called...
that I envisioned both. Like, am I getting it confused with some other character?
Well,
Because
they
do
say
look
the
same.
Peanut Man, which
Oh,
was
yes.
around at the same time,
Yes.
had a monocle.
Oh.
And they say
But
people
did he
get...
wear a hat the same?
I don't even know who the Peanut Man is. But that's what they say, whoever they are. That's what they say. People get confused with the Monopoly Man.
Because a lot of rich billionaires back then in the cartoonish era of when Monopoly came out did have one.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
they would all, and the little watch and the chain and in the pocket.
Yeah,
So
and
so
a
we-
walking cane.
Yeah, so I always
Yep, they
associate
had to
that with a
swing it.
billionaire or something. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, who is that?
I don't know.
So the pictures on the game board never depicted him wearing one.
That's good.
No. And yet,
We all think.
we all picture, I do, I always picture the Monopoly man with a monocle.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
You're all going to look at your
Yeah,
game of
I
Monopoly
know.
now, aren't you? Yes, I know you
Prove
are.
us wrong.
Yeah. So, I'm not a huge fan, but Pikachu. Do you know Pikachu
Never heard of it.
from Pokemon?
A poker what?
I have heard. Poker who?
So, we'll go over this one really quickly. People think that Pikachu has a black tipped tail, but it's actually yellow. That might mean something to you, personally. Don't really do a lot of Pokemon.
Not so much.
Although there's probably a lot of you Pokemon Go fans. That's a thing, well, it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Some people still play it.
Well, many years ago when I was younger, I was very much a fan of, poking.
No, different.
No, a different thing is it? Sorry.
Different.
We're going to move on. We're going to move on. Snow White.
Snow White.
Yeah, do you
What?
know Snow White?
Snow and
And the
Seven-
Eight Dwarfs.
So in Snow White, do you know what they say in Snow White? The Wicked Witch?
Of the West.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Oh, that's right. Yes, yes.
But does she say that? Apparently, she says, magic mirror on the wall. But we all remember it to be mirror, mirror on the wall.
We do.
Who is
You're
fairest
right.
of them all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does she actually say magic mirror?
Magic mirror on the wall.
Well, that's what your info says, but what if you're stuck in the Matrix glitch and you're
Mandela.
getting all your
Mandela,
information?
we're doing
Oh,
Mandela.
yeah. so,
Yeah. Yep.
so, but surely everyone always says mirror, mirror.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But it's
So
not
how
correct.
could it? How
It's
could
not
it
correct. All right, Scooby Doo. You know Shaggy?
Yeah, I do. I like them.
Does he have an Adam's apple?
The yes. I
No.
would say yes.
No. We all remember in the cartoon that he's drawn with an Adam's apple, but he does not have one.
So he's drawn with one.
No,
Oh,
but we think he does.
So is he trans?
He just hadn't developed yet there. I
well,
think.
but
They just
I don't
didn't
have an
draw
Adam's
it.
apple, but I always thought he did. Yeah, or was it just 2 lines
No, it's just his neck.
coming down?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that that
Yeah,
doesn't ring any bells for me.
All right, Mickey Mouse.
Ah,
Suspenders or no
Did
suspenders?
he have ears or not?
Yes, he had ears.
Oh, okay.
They were black, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so what are we talking
Suspenders or no suspenders?
Suspenders for
Mickey Mouse. Yes,
The
I
ones
believe
that
so.
go this
Yeah.
way, not on his legs.
Oh yeah, right.
Surely
Yeah.
there's ones where he's doing this. Surely.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Just pant.
Pants, and I believe there's some little buttons.
Where are the buttons?
I think they're on his pants.
but no suspenders.
No suspenders. I know.
So what
is your,
colour
is your
was this
mind
to-
blown yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Actually,
Yeah.
I do sort of have a recollection of them being suspenders. Shorts, actually, they're not long pants. They're shorts.
Yeah, but I thought that was just because he had little legs.
Oh, okay.
Are you all Google
Maybe they're
searching
culottes,
these images
so they're
right
culottes,
now?
Yeah. You can correct us if we're wrong.
Get the first comments out there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch.
Yeah, sort of.
Hey, you do that really well.
I've been practicing. That's how I communicate at home most of the time.
Apart from flying on the broom.
Yeah. Exactly. The wart grows out the side of my nose. And she says, now I'm pretty sure it's when the monkeys with wings get released. Do you remember the monkeys with wings?
Now you've lost me completely.
Okay. It's been a while. You're going to have to go back and
Really
watch
watch
it. There's monkeys that have wings and they fly.
Right.
And we all remember it as, fly, my pretties.
Yeah, I remember that
Yes,
saying.
I know
Fly,
that
my pretties.
saying.
Apparently she says, fly, fly, fly.
Not
Fly,
my
fly, fly.
Not my pretty.
Not my pretties.
But is this the original words of these things, and then as they're getting released to the public, they change them and say "Fly my pretties"?
Look, possibly. There's
And
always
you're
going to
reading
be
the original words.
There's always going to be some
Surely they say.
changes between original versions of something, particularly when they do movies and then they do a remake.
How many
and-
times do things get remade?
Oh
Yeah,
well,
that's
like
true.
the Snow
Yeah.
White version that's come out at the moment doesn't
Yeah.
have little people in it, and it's woke.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No.
Even the bluebird that she has is now a black crow. Like it's
It's a
completely
bit like
different.
now, like if a kid watched that Baba Black Sheep, right? So
Racist!
exactly.
Yeah.
So if you watch someone
it's
say
just
it
well
now,
panned.
they're going to say Baba Rainbow Sheep, isn't it?
Yeah, but nobody actually says that.
But if there was something, they might just say that, but we know it as Black Sheep.
Okay.
I don't know. Is it?
All right.
Was it
Look,
recorded
some of the
different?
movie ones could be like that. They could be like
Okay.
that. But how
Okay.
about something like this? Britney Spears.
Right.
Oops,
Oh, yeah.
I did it again. That one?
Do it to me one.
I'm fantasizing, sorry.
You got to do the little when you sing that as well. Did she wear a headset? Little headset?
When she's singing,
Play with my heart.
I don't know. I wasn't looking at the headset.
You two are both on fire today. I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave you alone.
And the answer is
No. Even though they made a doll replica of Britney Spears in that scene, the doll had the headset, but she never did.
Is
But
that
we all
right?
remember
Replica.
her to have the headset.
Well, there you go. I didn't really study that. So
Yeah.
I'll just have to take your word for that.
See,
Yeah.
yeah. You were looking at things in a lot more critical way.
I was looking at all the background extras. dancing,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the guy on the left that had like the blonde hair and the blue pants.
No, I didn't notice him.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
He doesn't exist. Looney Tunes cartoons.
Looney Tunes.
How do you spell tunes? Looney Tunes cartoon.
Okay, you're first.
T-O-O-N-S. Looney Tunes, as opposed to tunes.
Yeah. I'd say you're right. T-O-O-N-E-S.
It was
Oh,
never,
yes.
It was
N-E-S.
never tunes. It was always tunes.
T-U-N-E-S.
T-U-N-E-S. Yet we all say Looney Tunes. It was never spelt like that. But wait, there's more. Curious George. Do you know who Curious George
I've
is?
heard of it.
The monkey?
Can't picture him.
Okay. Well, I'll just go on to say everybody assumes he has a tail. He has no tail,
Okay.
which probably won't mean anything.
And it was
to
a
you
monkey.
if you don't- He's a monkey.
With no tail.
No tail.
Right,
Yep.
A bobtail.
eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a Jack Russell.
He had it docked. He's a bad monkey. Sex and the City.
I
Sex.
did watch that a couple of times, and then I realised there wasn't much sex in there, so I stopped watching it.
They just talked about it a lot.
Although,
really.
as I recall, the redhead wasn't too bad.
Oh, you liked her, did
I
you?
did actually.
Yeah.
I know.
Was it
It's,
Sex in the City or Sex and the City?
It was sex
and the city, I believe.
in Sex in the City.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's a sex off.
A sex off.
So you
In.
think and you think in.
In.
Is that right?
Yes.
All right. It is and. Sex and the City.
Sex and the City.
Yeah, but yes, you're right. Everyone
we just say
says it as
sex.
Sex in the City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
right.
That's right.
Febreze, the spray product for making furniture and things smell nice. You probably wouldn't know what that is. Well, Febreze, we all say Febreze, as in Febreze, but it's not. There's only one E in it. It's Febreze.
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 Brez.
Yep.
Yeah.
Skechers. The
The
brand
shoes.
Skechers for shoes.
Oh, the shoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, a couple of them.
How do we
me
spell
too.
it?
Oh, shit. Sketches.
Yes. Yeah, no R, I don't. Yeah, I think you're right.
Sketches.
Sketchers, not sketchers.
It's actually Skechers, but
The
it also
RS.
has a T. Sketchers.
Did I said T.
Sketches. No, you didn't.
We're going to have to replay it.
Sketchers.
Well done!
That's what I said in the first place.
Oh, it's like deja vu, like we spoke about before.
Oh, Mandela Effect. I'm telling you.
There you go.
What you thought I said.
Wow.
What I really said.
Yeah. Fruit Loops, the breakfast cereal.
Someone's a Fruit Loop.
Yeah.
The breakfast cereal, righto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Full of sugar,
absolutely. There is no
goodness whatsoever.
Cereal.
We're talking
Sorry,
about
Fruit
the
Loops.
toucan
the toucan.
Oh,
yes?
yeah, what about it?
as
Yes.
opposed to the three can.
Yes. How do you spell Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops.
FROOT loops.
Oh, is it?
Well done. You get a
Oh.
point. That's 2 points to you.
Yeah.
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 I'm one short of a trident.
All right, Kit Kat. Does it have a hyphen in it or not?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Bloody hell.
There was something
These
like
are
that.
quite tricky.
I know.
They are.
And you hear about the Mandela
Yeah.
Effect and you think, that's
There was
stupid.
something like
But
that.
it
There was a
happens
bit of
every
hyphen
day.
somewhere.
No. Are you sure you're thinking hyphen? Or how far back you're going?
Yes. Not hymen.
I never said a word, you remember?
I don't even want to ask what that has to do with Kit Kats.
I don't know. I just know how his brain works.
We were talking
Really?
about hyphens.
Yeah. So where is it?
Does it? Oh, does it?
I say yes.
What do you say? What do you say?
Yeah, there's a hyphen in there.
I've got to disagree in
And
principle.
and the main big things have a hyphen, but if they just write it small, it won't have it. That's what fucks with your mind.
There is never a hyphen.
Fuck!
You nearly swore
I
then.
said there was never a hyphen on all the small words.
Oh, right. Okay.
So hang on. So never on a big Kit Kat symbol, you'll never see a little hyphen.
Generally, it doesn't matter the size of the product. They don't change their logo.
Someone out
No.
there, find me a freaking hyphen or just AI it in there for you.
yeah.
I'm sure you can find one. Just type up Mandela Effect and they'll show you the yes and the no. Okay. C-3PO, or you Star Wars fans?
Yeah.
Little robot dude.
What colour was he?
Silver and blue.
C-3PO was the
Yeah, little robot.
not the round
little-
one. That's
Ah.
R2-D2.
Ah, the big tall dude, the
Yeah,
gold.
gold.
Yeah.
Gold.
Was he?
Gold.
Goldie.
Completely gold, was he?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it was like a champagne.
Champagne.
Yeah.
Well, you would be surprised to know that he had one silver leg.
What?
What, and the rest of him was gold?
Yes.
Rubbish.
Drew?
No,
My mate
come
Drew
on.
would know
Now
this.
you-
Drew, what's the answer?
Now you're just making it up.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
He one silver leg and the rest was
One-
gold.
We're
Silver
not
leg.
talking about
No.
a small silver embellishment
Yeah.
or something.
His
We're
full-
talking a
his
full leg.
full limb that he would walk on was silver, and the rest of his body was gold.
Bullshit.
You're taking a personal approach, aren't you?
Now you're fucking with my memory. You know.
All right. The Flintstones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What are they called?
Flint,
Flynn.
Flintstones.
How do you spell it?
Flintstone. Well, don't mind an apostrophe, but S. No, they're not Flint or Flint. Not with a D or a T.
It's just Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Ba-boom.
Oh, really?
With a T?
It's Flintstones.
With a T.
Flintstones.
Fuck, Flintstones.
But we don't say it, we just say Flintstones. But Flintstones, which would be that.
Yeah.
Flint.
This is doing my fucking head in.
I don't want to play anymore. I know. See, everything you thought you knew. I actually thought it was quite clever because you needed Flint in those days to have the fires.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you handle any more?
I'm going to double check all these.
Jaws. What does he say about his boat?
You're going to need a bigger boat.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
What do you want to say? Don't let him.
Yeah, don't let him influence you.
Because he's sitting there staring at it, and they don't see it, and he goes, "We're gonna need a bigger boat."
I think he says you're gonna need a bigger boat.
Ooh, another point to you.
Get fucked.
See, I'm going to get a swear jar here, and every time you get it wrong, I get to collect it at the end.
Hey, that'll increase my bar real quick.
No, it goes to me.
Sorry.
All right, Forrest Gump.
Forrest the Gump, all right.
What does he say about his box of chocolates?
Life is like a box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
What if I told you he didn't say that?
What?
He says life was like a box of chocolates.
Hang on, he says that multiple times in the movie, not just once. Does he change it from past tense to present at any point in the movie?
That's a good point.
Life was like
a box of chocolates. You never knew what you were going to get. But he was telling you that his mum used to say that to him.
Yeah. Did he first say that when he was at the bus stop and there was the older lady sitting beside him waiting to catch a bus and he was telling his story?
I think that was at the end he says it to the lady at the bus stop.
He doesn't say it before.
He might say it at the beginning. His mum might say it to him.
Oh, his mum might
And then
say
he
it,
repeats it at the bus stop. I don't know.
So not life is, life was.
Gonna have to look that one up too.
We're really into the Mandela Effect. Oh, just that one? Fucking hell.
Okay. Star Trek. You know?
Hang on. Which one? Series 1? Series 2? Are we talking?
I don't think it matters.
No, because,
Beam me up, Scotty.
Okay.
What does he say?
Well, obviously, that's not Series 2.
I got no idea. Do I look like a Star Trek fan?
Because Scotty wasn't in Series... Well, he did make a cameo appearance.
Okay, so
Because
3?
Jean-Luc Picard,
right.
the bald guy,
Yep.
who was the best Star Trek captain.
Did he have the really dark eyebrows?
I think they all did.
Did
he have was he the one with the pointy ears?
He had really dark... No, but he had really dark hair.
Hang on, I can't do it. No.
I can do it on this hand.
Yeah, that's the one.
Not really on that
He
one.
actually says, "Beam me up, Julian."
Julia.
No, he does not. He says, Scotty, beam us up.
Scotty.
Beam us up. Whereas we all say, beam me up, Scotty.
That's true.
So did he remember that episode?
I mean that's
Continuous.
in multiple episodes. That sort of stuff. But
would you?
I don't. Yeah.
Scotty, beam us up.
Yeah.
Another
There you go.
Wizard of Oz. Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Do you know Wizard
I've
of
heard
Oz?
that saying. I've heard that. Yeah.
It actually says, Toto, I've got a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Okay.
It's a little bit different.
It
What about
is.
this one? Risky Business. Now, you
Tom
all
Cruise.
know the dance scene.
Slides in.
Slides in.
Oh yes,
Socks.
He's got his shirt on. He's got his socks on.
And jocks.
Does he have sunglasses?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does, because
You seem very confident.
yeah, he slides in on his socks on the polished wood,
Yeah. What song is that to?
and all he's wearing is boxer shorts and a shirt.
And socks.
And
socks, yeah, and
So you
sunglasses.
reckon
Yes,
he's got sunglasses
I
on?
reckon he's got sunglasses.
I would say no. I'll say no.
Are you just being counter because
No,
I
because
said yes?
Because when he turns around, he just starts doing that sort of dance.
Yeah.
I can't even
And
remember what the
and-
song is that he's dancing to.
No, I'm trying to think of that.
Yeah.
But because he starts dancing, I don't remember him taking the sunnies off or doing anything. You don't
He's
remember
not
him-
wearing sunglasses.
There you go.
But you know what?
just
Don't
starts
they
dancing.
replicate that scene in so many other movies?
And
Like,
they all wear
wasn't
them.
it in Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yes.
And he had sunglasses on. So I wonder if that's why we think it.
But
I
he
think
did
he
wear
had sun- I think he-
sunnies a lot. But yeah, because
But
when he
maybe
turned
not on that
around, he just
scene.
started dancing. And stuff.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
One for El Pal.
Here's one you'll like or not like.
Like or not like, yeah, 50-50 chance.
Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, good movie.
Hello, Clarice. He actually doesn't say that. He just says good morning.
Now that
Now,
Surely
I swear he says,
says hello.
hello, Clarice.
Hello, Clarice.
Are the lambs still crying? Is that what he says? Are the lambs still
Something
crying?
like that, yeah.
yeah.
But no, apparently he says good morning.
Good morning, Clarice. Doesn't sound as good.
Wow.
Yep. You're going to have to look it up. Comments if we're
We
wrong.
are. See, we're stunned. We're sitting here.
We're
in a
like
couple of
mullets, we are.
Seconds of silence because my brain's thinking of the
Yeah.
of the thought, and I could have sworn I heard hello. Hello,
Yep.
Clarice. Or do we just depict it and we just say it?
I'm going to have an old friend over for dinner.
Yeah.
What's he eating?
His liver with some fava beans.
Delicious.
Wow.
Casablanca.
One of my favourites. Yes.
Never seen it.
You're kidding.
He's
No. Is that a?
Have you seen The Maltese Falcon?
No.
Gone with the Wind.
Proud to say no.
Yeah. Do you pass win?
Frankly,
So-
my
no,
dear,
that's right.
I don't give a damn.
What's and
That's it.
And that hill one, dancing and singing the wind. Of
The
hill?
Sound of Music.
Yeah, that one.
They're slightly different, but anyway. So Casablanca, play it again, Sam.
It never says that.
No, what does he say?
Oh no, it's
So
not
everyone
that.
always says play it again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they do.
yeah. Never says that.
I've heard that saying.
Yep.
It does start with play it.
Play it for me, Sam.
No.
Oh.
Play it once, Sam, for old time's sake. Yeah. But everybody says,
Play it
Play
again,
it again,
Yeah,
Sam.
you're right.
yeah.
But yeah, I knew that wasn't said, but maybe because I've heard it so many times that that was never that was never said.
No, it wasn't. The movie Field of Dreams.
I remember that.
Costner.
Yes,
Yeah.
baseball.
What's the saying from that?
Build it and they will come.
Oh,
Is it?
yeah.
You're telling me that's not right
I'm
either.
telling you that's not right. If you build it,
Yeah.
he will come.
He will come.
He will come. And I think they're talking about the baseball player. You know, the baseball player comes to play at the end?
Yes.
Once
yes,
he
yes.
builds it, he
Yes.
says he will come.
And we just changed it to
Because
they.
because
will
yeah, I
come.
think is it Babe Ruth? They're wanting the spirit of Babe Ruth to come to their newly built
okay.
field.
And then they will follow.
Let's just make up shit now.
Yeah, no, I could have
Yeah.
sworn it was build it and they will come
Yep.
because it's being used by so many different things
Yeah.
for in different subjects.
Yep. And the very last one, Mona Lisa's smile on the painting.
Yeah,
Now, people say,
Not really a smile, but go on.
well, people say she used to have more of a smile. A bit more of a, how's you going, you know?
yeah. Well, one of them.
A bit of a,
Whereas
Whereas now-
how's it go again?
it's kind of like I've got a twitch, really.
Yeah.
Now, it's very straight line, thin-lipped.
Yeah.
Not quite as much as a smirk, but everybody remembers
show
it.
teeth. It's just a.
No, but it was like that insinuating smile, not kind of just
Come hither, smile.
like, what you doing?
Yeah.
A bit like that. But now it's just a flat line, and people say that's
So what?
changed.
Oh,
The Mandela Effect.
So every time they recreate it, they're taking the.
Well, they don't recreate it. We're talking about the original. But people remember her having just slightly more of a smile than what she does now.
So the original, so they've recreated, they've changed the...
No, well, have they? Or is it the Mandela Effect? So there you
I don't know what you've been smoking, but I like some.
How would you ever know?
That's right. But there you go. That is some examples of the Mandela Effect
Wow.
in our lives today as we see it. So is it that our minds are just remembering this by putting it all together and making it that way? Or is it alternative timelines? Parallel universes? And will we ever know?
Well.
My mind is blown.
Yep.
You were waiting for something else then, weren't you? I can tell.
Yeah,
Well,
so there you
I'm
go.
definitely going to have to revisit some of these things because I'm curious now.
Yep. Go look it up.
Part of me wants to prove this wrong.
Yeah. So.
Actually, this is quite interesting. You realise I'm going to be Googling a lot,
I know.
don't you?
I'll just put my list up so everyone can look up each name that we've discussed and tell me, what do you think? Or are there any more?
Well, I can see you've just typed this out yourself, so this is all your... Oh.
I didn't make it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe there's more that aren't on my list.
Is there some that you guys can think about? Have we missed something that us laymen's would know?
Layman's.
Speak
Layman.
for yourself. Highly educated.
Actually, this is an interesting topic.
Yeah.
We will come back to this.
Let's.
If you like what you're seeing so far, give us a like and a subscribe. We'll
See you
catch you on the
later.
next one.
See you guys.